Hi there, this is Lola, and I would like to talk to you about these three kind of like short film compilation. Um, these are like VHS, the kind of films that they do like little movies. But everything is spooky because for me it's almost Halloween, even though we are not even half September. So, welcome to Wasteland. Let's get started. Um, the first movie I watched it was Holidays. I tried to watch it before, but everything went like a bit. I mean, I'm not against bizarre movies. I think those are really interesting and complex, but I had to stop it at the time because I felt like it was getting ridiculous. But anyway, I thought to myself, why not give it another chance and then watch some others. I have watched another of these kind of films like Barbar Barbaros, some no, Barrio Bárbaro. It was another short film compilation that it was also bizarre and spooky. So the first one I'm talking about is Holidays. They obviously based on each American holiday like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, and also New Year's Eve. So yeah, there are some of the films have like a good narrative. Like if you, it would be a great long film movie if you take some of them. But the thing is that they don't give enough background, right? And they just keep going on from like the middle of the story, and right at the end they just cut you off. This is one of the stories that I kind of feel like it was maybe the best, I would like to say, but it wasn't the best. Was the one from of Valentine's Day. It was about this girl that was getting bullied by her school colleagues, school acquaintance. I don't know, just those mean girls that every American high school has. And the bully girl had a crush on his teacher, and they just like point out that this teacher had like a heart problem. So I don't know, it was kind of fussy the narrative, but she ended up killing one of the girls that bullied her, and takes like off her heart to give it to the teacher, and then that was it. So that kind of stories, like without background or just with quick hints and abrupt ending, is the kind of compilation that they have. So I mean, if you're interested in something bizarre and you would like to watch something that it's not that committed, well, I recommend it. It's alright. Just like to watch maybe Hangover when you don't want to think about anything and you don't feel like you need any kind of closure. So yeah, that was the first one I watched. Then I decided to watch XX. What I read about this movie is that most of the writers were women. That was like the XX, like the XX chromosome, and equally they have different stories with women, with lead women, and also maybe on holidays they kind of give you hints like what's going on, or like so you can have like some kind of understanding, but they just cut then like, okay, this is going to happen, and then boom, bye, nothing else. In that set, there was a story with actually the actress on this story is what was her name? She was on Two and a Half Men, the crazy lady, Rose. Yeah, she's on one of these short films, and she was planning like a birthday to her daughter, and she ended up finding that her husband was dead on his office. So she tries to cover up her husband's death. They don't even try to point out if it was a murder or a suicide, or if it was an accident. They just like the story is about the woman covering this up. I don't know if she didn't want to ruin her daughter's birthday, but whatever. So she ended up like putting a costume to her husband, and because it was like a panda costume, she put it on the. She pretended like it was like a teddy bear or something for her daughter, and right at the end, the thing they had, or I don't know, the head of the costume, panda costume, rips up, and well, everybody find out that it was the dead husband, and that's it. I mean, that's what I try to say is that this, well, a lot of these short stories need to be at least you give me a background, or at least you give me like a properly end, or not. They don't even end with a open ending. So yeah, that's what I watch. But I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I can't say that they are not well written, but you don't have any conclusion like at all. All right. So the next film that I watched was Halloween Tales. I don't know if you already watched it. It's kind of Trick or Treat, but actually I did like Trick or Treat. It's a classic Halloween movie. What I like about Trick or Treat is that all the stories end up got together. They encountered at some point of the movie, like yeah. But on Halloween Tales, you might get like the first story or the second story. Like it's okay, I can live with it, but it ends up being just ridiculous. Yeah, that's the word. And again, I don't have anything against surrealism in movies or like bizarre things, but it just gets ridiculous. Like there's a scene when there's a police investigating. Yeah, because they try to make everything like get together or have a juxtaposition on all the stories with the police investigating the cases that had been happening. But it's just weird. In this last story, there's just the chief police, and she tells the detective that you need to solve everything, and if you don't solve everything, you are gonna get fired. Like, fuck, man. I mean, how can you solve like a fucking pumpkin eating people, or a kid that it's her nanny? Well, it doesn't happen that way. If you watch the movie, you will understand. But I mean, it was just so ridiculous. But then again, this is Wasteland. I'm here to waste my time, so you don't waste yours. And well, that's it. I mean, I had seen a lot of short films before. There's a page that I like to browse around, and it has these short films. And then again, it's not like you can expect always some kind of closure, because that's the point of short films. But at least you get a hint, or they put you on a path, or they give you some kind of explanation, and I get frustrated but when I don't get it. So maybe it's just me. Okay, so those are the 3 compilation movies that I watch. If you know any other compilation movies, preferably like spooky and creepy, like Halloween theme related, I would really appreciate it if you leave it on the comments so I can take a look on them. Shout out to BHS. That's another short film compilation, and I just love BHS. Maybe I didn't like too much the second and third one that they had, but then again, they are way better. Even the third BHS movie is better than all of these movies that I just mentioned. But anyway, I hope that you take a look on the short films that I just mentioned, or if not, if you don't want to waste your time, like literally like I did, don't. Just please don't. But if you know some that are good ones, besides Trick or Treat or BHS, I would like to see them. So, okay, thank you for listening today. I will check on another movies Halloween related, because I don't give a fuck if it's September. I just want to be creep on. So, yeah. Have a good day. Bye bye.